Hey beauties, it's your girl Dupre, and yep, the fro is out today. Let me close this window. Y'all know I live in the hood. My neighbors, they be ratchet. Y'all know this. We know this. So the fro is out today. And we just gonna rock with the natural do because I washed my hair and I didn't feel like gelling it. So we just gonna embrace our inner fro life and we gonna call it a day. So today I thought we would do something sort of new, sort of old, sort of whatever. I have here a lot, and I do mean a lot, of ColourPop lipsticks, and also their Ultra lips. And I think I have, or I was supposed to have, a gloss, which I don't see it, but I'll find it and we'll either do it today or whatever. Of my favorite shades, formulas, what have you, of ColourPop. And I also have one that I want to talk about that is like the worst thing that I've ever gotten from them. So we're gonna talk about today just their lippies, and then later on we'll get into like their other things. So this is gonna be like a new thing I'm gonna try to do on my channel when I tell you guys my favorite things of like each brand. Your girl finally got a new job, so hopefully we'll have some flow coming in where I'll be able to expand. So before I go on another bender and buy some more ColourPop lipsticks and whatnot, I thought I would swatch the ones that I have already and add that to my little playlist for you guys, in case you're wondering how these things looked on somebody who is of a similar skin tone than me, or in case you were wondering or needed a second opinion on certain products. So these are more like their older ones. I don't really have a lot of their newer stuff. They're always dropping newer collections, and it's kind of hard to keep up. So I kind of just have the older ones because after this ColourPop phase, I went through my Jeffree Star phase. So we're going to go through the regular lipsticks first, and then we're going to jump into, I do have some Ultra Satins, some Ultra Mattes, and like I said, I have a gloss, but I can't find it right now. So I'll have to dig in the realm and try to find that. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I have just spent the last 20 minutes trying to find this gloss, and I can't find it anywhere. So we're going to check it as a loss. If I come into contact with it sometime in the future, I'll just show you guys it. But it was one of the ones from their holiday kit. I forgot what it was called, but it was like clear, and it had like a purple and pink shift. It's very beautiful. Hopefully I find it soon because I really like that gloss. So what we're going to start off with today, like I said, is the regular lippy sticks. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. Actually, I will show you guys my favorite one first. So, this is the color Wet, and it's in a pearlized finish. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. I don't know if these are still in stock. I know they do like a clearance thing where they discount some ones and they don't sell them anymore. So, I'm not sure, and if they're not, I apologize. Hopefully, we have them already. But these are just ones that I find I use in my everyday life. So, here is the color Wet, and like I said, it's a pearlized finish. Ignore my foundation mark there, and I just love it because it's like a cool toned taupey sort of situation. Let's put it on. We'll put it on, then we'll talk about it. Oh, okay, so like I was saying, this is the color Wet. It's on my lips right now, and as you can see, it just gives the cutest like sheen. It's like a cool toned grayish topaz brownie situation, and this came out right on the edge when metallic was coming out. So this came out before they had their ultra metallics or whatever they have now, and it's just like can take your look to a whole nother level. So what I wore this with was I just did like a cool toned eye look with some, you know, some what am I trying to say? Some sheen like in the middle here, and I put this on. Girl, you couldn't tell me nothing that whole day. Like that whole day. And it's just, it smells good. It doesn't taste like anything. It's beautiful. The only thing is, I will say with this, is you do have to build it up. So like here's one swipe, and you have to keep sort of building it up to get that intensity, otherwise your real color of your lips will show through. But this is a very, very good color if you're into these sort of cool toned grayish pearlized metallic wannabe situations. You should go on and hop on this if they still have it on the website. Okay, so this one I have on my lips here is called Charm, and it's a satin finish, and here's how it looks here. Obviously not an everyday shade. Clearly I can't stop looking at myself in the monitor because I look like I have marshmallow lips. But what I love to do with this, since I love mint colors and I wear it a lot in my everyday outfit, is I like to put it a little bit in the center and do an ombre. I did do a blue ombre with this and it turned out very, very beautiful. One of those days where I was super bored, I'll do like a minimal eye look and then I focus the drama on my lips. So that's what I like to use this for. For people who are darker, you might want to put something darker here in the corners here, so to make it look like, you know, you're not like a crackhead, a green crackhead, I guess. So this is how Charmed look. Not an everyday color, not wearing it every day, but a very, very nice statement piece though. Like, I could just be floating around somewhere and it looks even more ridiculous in this camera. So again, this is Charmed and it's a satin finish. Okay, so this color here is Lumiere. Now we're getting more into the more wearable colors in the collection. And here's a swatch of it just here. This one is a matte finish. Now I will say this, their matte lippy sticks sort of and satin are sort of go hand in hand with me. I don't really see a vast difference in them. The matte ones still have a shine, so I don't know what that's about. So in my opinion, this is like a satin. I have had matte lipsticks like regular lipsticks before and they were a lot less shinier than this, but I mean, I don't mind. This isn't a color that I particularly gravitate to, or I really haven't even worn this color out yet because I'm not a big fan of like the mauvey berry situation. I only really got this collection or got this lipstick because I like Kathleen Lights and I wanted to support and I wanted to see what all of the fuss was about, and this is one of her you know, go-to shades, so I can understand that. But for me and my skin tone, it looks nice, but it's just not my favorite. Okay, sorry about that, my camera died. So like I was saying, this is Grunge and here's the swatch. Right here it's a little bit more brown than Lumiere, and this is supposed to be a matte also, but what I've noticed is they go on pretty shiny and they dry down a little bit, but there's still a bit of a shine. So again, this is gonna pass as a satin for me, but this is a favorite of mine because it goes well with any warm toned or reddish sort of eye look, and it just works out fairly well for me, and it is pretty grungy. And it's so creamy. It's the creamiest lippy I have from them. And it's so easy to overline, which I did, which, I mean, looks amazing to me. So, again, this is Grunge and this is a matte finish. And it's one of my favorites. Okay, so this is Leather. Please excuse my horrible swatching skills with this one. The darker ones always tend to get me. So this is Leather and this is, again, another matte situation. Here it is, just there for reference for you guys. I'm not a huge purple lipstick person, so I don't understand why I bought this one and the one I'm going to show you next, but it seemed a little bit darker, I think, on the website, and I think I was picturing leather, like leather jackets or something, so I don't know. But I'm not a huge purple lipstick fan, which is funny because, oh look, the lip gloss I was talking about is right here, so we'll get to that when we get to it. But this is a nice color, creamy also. Nothing too spectacular about it. It's a nice purple. It's coming up a little bit darker in the monitor here, but it's really a just like a normal purple color in real life. So this is Leather, and you know, I don't know if guys I told you to swatch, but it is right there, which I'm pretty sure I showed you before, but here it is. Okay, this one right here is Nevermind, and here it is. So compared to Leather, it's a lot darker. Still a purple-esque color. Again, excuse the horrible swatch. This is a matte shade, and this one is one of the more drier mattes in the collection. Not saying that it's dry at all. It's still creamy, it's still comfortable, it's still moisturizing. It's just one of the more less shinier and more sticky ones in the collection, which I actually appreciate. I love this for fall. I wear this a lot during the fall time. It is a fall appropriate color, and there's really nothing else to say about it except for that it is gorgeous and I absolutely love it. Okay, so this is the black in the collection, and this is Bull Chic. This is one of the first ones I purchased, so it is one of the dirtiest ones. And I did end up buying the matching lip liner to it, which I'm gonna tell you guys right now. When it comes to the lippies, you really don't need a matching lip liner because the shape of the stick sort of gives you a little pointy edge there for you to go ahead and get those lines sort of easier. And plus these are like really creamy, which is could be a could be a pro for some people, but for me I prefer a more dry lip liner because it helps me really get the line nice and straight and defined. So it is kind of a little bit hard for me to use these sort of liners. And this is in the color Bull Chic. I'm not sure if I said that or not. Bull Chic, and it is a matte, and here is the liner just there, and here is the lipstick. Now I will say the liner looks pretty matte. I don't know if you guys can catch the shine on that black or not, but the liner is right here, and the liner doesn't catch any light or shine at all. So the liner is pretty matte. The lipstick, however, is not. But I will say after a while they do dry down a little bit, but again they will still have that shine. So that is the last lippy that I have. Let's go ahead and get to the liquid lipsticks. Before we get into the liquid lipsticks, I did want to tell you guys the gloss I was talking about. This is in the shade Nonsense, and it's a sheer finish. I'm not sure if they still sell this because again I did get this in a winter bundle. It does have the winter packaging. It does have the winter packaging, so I'm not sure, but this is it on my lips. It is pretty sheer, and what I like to do with this is put it over a matte nude liquid lipstick, and it's just so gorgeous. Here is a swatch here because I kind of wanted to show you guys the dimension. So it gets kind of purpley pinky, and also you can see the clear. There is specks of like red and purple and pink glitter in there, and you can also see how voluptuous it makes my lips. I mean, it's just a beautiful gloss, not sticky, no scent, doesn't taste bad, doesn't get everywhere, doesn't smear, and it just really keeps your lipstick intact, and it just adds a beautiful topper to really any shade of lipstick. You can use this on purples, pinks, nudes, I mean anything you want, and it'll just pull the most beautiful colors through. Like, I just wanted to show you guys this really quick, and now we can move on to the liquid lipsticks. Okay, so here is 0.0, and it actually goes well with my makeup today. This is a ultra satin lip. Now I'll be able to tell you guys which ones are ultra satin, which ones are ultra matte to a certain extent, but some of them, like this one, are completely worn off, and that's one thing I don't like about the packaging, is if you use it too much it gets completely worn off and all you have is the title name. So this is 0.0, and I believe this is another one of Kathleen Light's collabs with ColourPop. I believe this is one of her colors. I think I have one more of her colors that will come across, but to me this is a beautiful like brown nude, would look perfect on deeper skin tones as a nude. For me it just sort of looks good as a light brown, and you know, I'll take it. It is one of my go-to colors from ColourPop. I do like their ultra satin lips because it dries down and it doesn't really transfer as much, but it's not as drying or crackly as some of their mattes are. So I do appreciate that. And there's really nothing else to say about it. It is a beautiful color. Here is a swatch just there for you guys, and it's one of my go-tos. Okay, so this one is Chi, and I believe this is one of their ultra mattes. Compared to 0.0, you can tell that this one is a little bit lighter and pulls a little bit more brownie nude than like a neutral nude. I appreciate this color. Can we bring you guys, girl, I appreciate this color. It's another one of my go-tos. It is a beautiful nude on me. I mean, it's a little bit darker. I prefer a more of a pinky nude if I'm going for an actual nude lip, but I do appreciate this lip. This lipstick dries down pretty fast. I literally just slapped it on right before this, just before I started hitting record, and it's already fully dry. And I do appreciate the no transfer situation. This is one of their more comfortable mattes. This is like after, you know, they perfected the formula, and I'm pretty sure this was a collaboration with somebody, but I'm sorry, I don't know who. Whoever it was came out with a beautiful color, and it's again one of my go-tos, one of the ones that I use more often in the collection versus some other shades that you'll be seeing later on here. But I just thought that you guys, I think it's on the website, so if you're my skin tone or darker, I would recommend you get this. If you're going for a nude, and for paler babes, it'll be just a little bit darker on you, and I feel like this will still be pretty on every skin tone. It's just will be used in different ways for different skin tones, you know what I mean? So beautiful, beautiful color. Nothing else really to say. Okay, so this is Trap. Another nude for me. My favorite way to wear this is to use that nonsense lip gloss on top. Oh, just so you guys know, I'm still using my olive oil hair sheen to get off the matte lipstick, so it works. Oh, and I dropped it. So this is another nude. This one's a little bit more pink than Chi is, and you guys can see the comparison here. It just pulls a little bit more pink, a little bit more purpley, and it's something that I appreciate also. This one I use more as a true nude for me and my skin tone, more so when I'm doing mauvey looks, because I feel like maybe it's a little bit mauvey, depending on what you put on top of it or by itself or the lighting, what have you. So again, this is Trap, and this is a ultra matte lip. And here is Clueless, another cult flame favorite. This one and Trap seemed like when they first came out, everybody just went absolutely hard as a mother effer when this came out. And here it is just there, so you can see compared to Trap. I'm sorry, this is really, really pink. This is a real pink, like a pink. When it dries, it does get a little bit darker. This is one of the formulas that I don't really prefer. It's like super drying, super like crazy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but while I'm talking, it's kind of like pulling apart around this area. Some of these are also pretty old, so it might be time to throw them away, which is another reason why I wanted to record this now, because some of these I will not be repurchasing. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys my little picks and chooses that I have here. It is a cute color. I don't really wear it, but it's nice. Okay, so here is Marshmallow, and it is actually one of my favorite ones in the collection that I have. Here it is swatched just there. It's a very cool toned gray, light gray. I mean, I enjoy it. It's just very pretty to look at. I feel like line it with something a little bit darker, fade this in, and you're good to go. I believe this is, I want to say it's an ultra satin, but I could be wrong. It feels like it's an ultra satin. Yeah, I think it's an ultra satin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is ultra satin. So I mean, I enjoy this. Whenever I wear this out, I always get compliments and ask where I get this, what color this is. Obviously, I wouldn't wear it with this whole situation here, but it is very, very nice. Definitely recommend if you're somebody who's into quirky lip shades like I am. Here's another one of my favorites. This is Petty 4, and this is just a blue toned gray color. I mean, beautiful, beautiful color. It's a nice alternative to a darker color for the fall time. Great if you want to take this and then put Marshmallow in the center. It's great for that. Just a beautiful color. One of my favorites. Again, one of the more comfortable formulas in my collection. I believe this is a satin too, but I could be wrong. I think it is. That's the way, that's how slow it's kind of drying down, and how it's working out on my wrist. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a satin, but I mean, again, I could be wrong. It's all worn off here, so, but that's what I'm going to go with. And it's just like beautiful. One of my favorites, hands down. Definitely, again, if you're like, Marshmallow's a little too bright for me, but I still want to wear a little gray, this is definitely a wearable gray. Okay, so here is Lumiere 2, and it's just right there to give you guys a reference to the first Lumiere. I'll go ahead and swatch that for you guys in case you guys wanted a side-by-side comparison. Here is Lumiere and here's Lumiere 2. So this was a little bit more purpley, a little bit more mauve-y. Again, it's not my go-to shade, but I do wear this some days when I'm feeling it and I'm feeling myself. This is an ultra matte lip. The formula on this one is a little bit dry, but not as much as some other ones. And we will get to that. And you know, it's just easy. It's one of the easiest ones that I have. Again, had to support the girl Kathleen Lights. Love her. She's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. So I was curious to see what kind of lip concoctions she came up with. And this one, I got to say, that's pretty good. Okay, so here is Stingray. I believe this was a collaboration with It's My Ray Ray, which I appreciate her. This definitely looks like a lip color that she would wear. Here is the swatch just there. I really don't own anything similar to this in my collection, I feel. So it is a nice color when I want to feel sort of brown meets warm toned sort of situation. Beautiful classic color. One of my go-tos. Definitely recommend for all skin tones. Okay, so this one is Tulle. I believe this is a matte. Yeah, this is a matte. Here it is just there. Kind of like a brick red situation. Another go-to in the fall time. Beautiful classic color. Beautiful formula. Lasts long. Doesn't crumble. Highly recommend. Which I'm going to be saying that a lot because these are the ones that I chose to stick with me through this journey. So again, just wonderful. It sort of kind of goes with my outlook today, but beautiful. Okay, so this one is Limbo. It's a true brown. Here is the swatch just there. Sorry if you hear people yelling outside. I told you I live in the hood. It's ratchet. But anyways, it's one of my favorite go-tos, especially in the fall time. I really appreciate this. I'm a brown lipstick person in the fall, I'll tell you that right now. There's nothing like some blonde hair and some brown lips, okay? Really appreciate it. So we're getting close to the end here. Only a few left, and I'll tell you guys the worst ColourPop liquid lipstick ever. Okay, so here is LAX. I believe this was another cult favorite when this came out. Every YouTuber was talking about it. Here it is just there compared to Limbo. It is red. It's like a darker sort of brick red, stone red, whatever you want to call it. Another perfect one for fall. And I believe they still sell this. This is an ultra matte lip, just so you guys are aware. My lip is getting so red. I think we only have like 3 more, so we're getting there. We're getting there. And I have like 21 lipsticks, you guys, so. Alright, this one is Avenue, and this is more of a wine red sort of color. You can see it just there. This is in ultra matte lip. I think the other 2 that are left are ultra matte also. This is just another staple for the fall. And I believe this was another cult favorite. When this first came out, everybody was talking about it, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. I believe even Kathleen Lights was talking about this, and I was like, okay, add it to the cart, you know, put it in the bag. But I am glad I did, and it really makes a lot of outfits look more classic, if you will. Alright, so this is the darkest lipstick I have in the collection. It may look black to you, but it is really a dark purple. And this is in the shade Guess, and it is a ultra matte. I appreciate it. It is a little bit drier than some of the other lipsticks in the collection, but it's not really crumbly or anything like that. And it is very transfer proof if you'll seek. Oh shoot. Maybe it's not dried yet, but it is transfer proof. And it makes my teeth look white. Okay, this is possibly the worst ColourPop liquid lipstick in ultra matte formula like in their whole entire collection. I hope they stop selling this or fix the formula or something, because this is the worst one. Now I love the color. What sold me on it was the color. You don't really see a lot of liquid lipsticks in this shade, so I put it on. I go about my day. This will just crumble and fall right off your lips. You'll be talking and it'll just be like poof, and it'll start raining everywhere. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. The formula is like a thicker, drier consistency, whereas with everything else it's more of a creamier, drier consistency. I had to dip into this bottle 4 times, whereas with some of the other colors I can do 1 or maybe 2 dips in there, because it's so dry and it just will stop and skid. I want to show you guys a real live swatch and how terrible this even swatches. I mean, can you see that? It's absolutely ridiculous. This is I don't know how I got suckered into purchasing this. I don't know why in the reviews I didn't see anybody tell me how much of a terrible lipstick this is. Now maybe I got a bad one, but I don't think so, boo boo. I don't think so. Even when talking, it kind of feels like there's a dry barrier on my lips. Like I feel like I can't even rub my lips properly together. Like, let's try. The crumbling starts. I don't know if you guys can see it. Literally crumbles. So this is just a no-go for me. I literally only kept it so I can show you guys. I'm not sure if I told you guys the shade again, but this is Dr. M. Please, if you see this in the street, at Walmart, online, do not buy this color, please. You will be saving a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of frustration. All right. Okay, so that was like about 21 ColourPop shades, and that's all the ColourPop that I own when it comes to lip products. So I hope that this video was informative for you guys. I hope that my lip shades weren't too outdated. I hope that you enjoyed this sort of lip swatch, opinionated sort of video, and if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys either sometime later this week or next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye.